Everybody, welcome to Epic Empire Wednesday night team call. It's been an amazing past weekend. We had some Super Saturdays going on, and it's so fun to be surrounded by 200 to 500 Beachbody coaches from all over, from different teams. You kind of learn and grow through that experience. But I want to go into a little bit of recognition before we get into tonight's call, because it is, April 29th? So that means tomorrow is the last day to hit Success Club. And if you are a new coach on this call, and I know we have new coaches, Success Club is just a way we measure how many people we are bringing into our challenge groups. And so we have two different levels of Success Club. We have 5 and 10. And your upline can explain what's important for each one, but that's where these numbers are coming from. The numbers reflect the people that are in our challenge groups, that we are inviting new people coming in. So for our recognition tonight, we have a nice long list of on the board. And I want to see you guys. You got 2 days. You got tonight, you got 1 day, tonight and tomorrow to get to Success Club 5. And that is Tony Warren at 1 coach and 2 points. Good job, Tony. Tara Conway is at 1 coach, 2 points. Sedia is at 2 points. I'm excited to see you on there. Ren, you have 1 coach, 2 points. Julie, you have 2 coaches. Jessica, 1 coach. Christy Faye at 2 points. Doug at 1 coach and 2 points. Stacy, I call you Stacy K. Sorry. You're going to have to tell me how to pronounce your last name at some point. 1 coach and 4 points. You're only 1 point away from Success Club 5. Denise Goldberg at 1 coach and 1 point. Maria at 2 points. Beth at 2 points. Nicola. I gotta say it right, because supposedly I'm saying it wrong and you're French, so I gotta say Nicola. Like Ricola. Sorry. Anyways, good job. 2 points. Stephanie Dooley at 1 coach, 2 points. Crystal Floyd at 1 coach, 2 points. Lauren Carhart, I hope I'm saying that right, 2 coaches, 4 points. You're 1 point away from being in not French at all. Hey, I'm just going off of what Annette told me, okay? Crystal Floyd, 1 coach, 2 points. Lauren, 2 coach, 4 points. So you're 1 point away from Success Club. And Jennifer Lewinsky at 4 points. So those of you who are at 4 points, you have no excuse to go 1 point away from being in Success Club. All right, Barbara, this is totally a new name. I don't even know how to pronounce this last name, but Barbara, you have 1 coach. Who's Barbara? She's got 1 coach and 8 points. Where did this person come from? I hope you're on the call tonight. Are you on the call, Barbara? No. Whoever Barbara's upline is, I want to know who Barbara is. That's pretty awesome. I've never even seen her name, and all of a sudden, did she sneak on our page? Just kidding. All right, Sherry, you have 1 coach, 6 points. Denise, you have 7 points. I am so proud of you, girlfriend. That is awesome. All right, Sarah has 6 points. Lisa, you've been like rocking it. 6 points. Kelly King at 2 coaches, 7 points. Tracy at 1 coach, 9 points. So you're 1 point away from Success Club 10. And then I have myself at 2 coaches and 15 points. And then Annette at 15 points as well. So those are amazing numbers. Those of you who are on the board but not at 5, let's push really hard tomorrow and see if we can all, Jennifer, Lauren, Crystal, Stephanie, Nicola, Beth, Maria, Denise, Stacy, Doug, Tony, Christy, Jessica, Julie, Ren, Sedia, Tara. Success Club tomorrow. Can you do it? I think you can. All right. So that's our recognition for today. For this week, tomorrow is actually the end of the pay period. So we'll be able to see what our pay was last week in our back office. I don't know if you realize that, but every Thursday you can see what your commission was the previous week. So we have Super Saturday. Go ahead and mark your calendars. It is July 25th. Okay. So you need to find a Super Saturday close to you, or you can travel July 25th. And you won't be able to see those in your back office until closer to the event. But if you are a DC coach, I will give you all the information of how that all is going to work. We have an amazing speaker in DC. It's Danielle Katz. If you know who she is in T25 as the modifier. She is also in Sandy certified. If you're certified, you get these little DVDs. She's in all of those. She's one of Shanti's best friends. She's amazing in the Millionaires Club, 15-star diamond, fantastic social media teacher. She will be speaking at our Super Saturday. So it looks like Stephanie is going to be hosting a Super Saturday in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So any of you coaches who are in Myrtle Beach, which we all wish we were, you can go to Stephanie's Super Saturday. Just heard a noise. That was random. And let's see. So mark your calendars, July 25th. I don't want to hear you have an excuse or you had to work or whatever. You know now. Go ahead and save the date. Summit. We have a lot of you guys going to Summit this year. On Thursday, we were invited to Summer Tucker Team Courage's Summit training. Now, to make that make a little more sense to you, when you go to Summit on Thursday before registration starts, all of the teams have their own individual team trainings. Well, Epic Empire, we are still like our own little family, right? And I don't have $7,000 to rent out a conference room in Nashville. And so I'm so honored and thankful that Summer considered us, that we're like adopted into her family. And so she asked me to be on stage with her at the training, and I'll actually be needing probably one or two of you to be on stage with me as part of the panel discussions where we want different levels of coaches to answer questions that people are going to have within the audience and to discuss, how they do social media at an emerald level and how they do social media at a diamond level. We're going to have everybody. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you register if you can on Thursday for Summer's training. Not Summer's training. It's the whole Team Courage and Epic Empire together. We actually have a Summit Facebook page. If you're not in it, make sure you get in there because that's where we're going to be staying connected. Once we get there, it's going to be crazy and chaotic, and we're going to be all over the city. So that will be, hey, we're going to have dinner here. Meet at 6 o'clock. Make sure you're in the Summit Facebook page. I don't know if some of you guys got this pretty sweet thing. I heard it was on sale on eBay for $75. I think that's kind of funny. Alex was like, shoot, I'm going to sell mine. This was the Success Club prize for last month, so most of you guys should be getting that in soon. And the Success Club prize this month is a really scary looking Chalene Johnson bobblehead. He's not cute in that thing, but whatever. I have this whole collection here. Here's Autumn, and then I have Shanti and Tony on my desk here. They're just fun to have in your office. So this month, if you hit Success Club, you'll get the Chalene Johnson bobblehead. Let's see. Before we get into Super Saturday information, I got this really fancy box today. It's pretty cool. I was kind of excited about it. So I can't show you guys the labels because I'm like bound by law. I can't. But I kind of want to explain what is in the new performance line that is coming out in July. I'm so excited because Beachbody has had random products. They've got like the P90X for results and recovery, and they have energy and endurance, which I hate the flavor of. I'm not a lemon lime person. So I would always go to GNC. Like we have a GNC Gold card. We spend like $130 every time we go to GNC, or we order from bodybuilding.com, and I'm like, yes, no more. And guess what? It counts as your PD. So for those of you that have spouses that are ordering Shakeology, you can order supplements instead of your Shakeology and not have that overabundance of Shakeology that some of you guys tend to have. So the things that are coming out, let me explain to you what they are, sort of as undisclosing as I can. There is a pre-workout I'm going to cover. The label on here is literally like something printed off a printer and stuck on here. It's not even the real label, so it's kind of funny. This is the pre-workout, and I took it today. It's a lemon flavor, and it tastes like lemonade to me, which I am not a lemon fan. That's why I didn't like E&E. I like watermelon and fruit punch and things like that when I do pre-workouts. But this tasted like lemonade. It was very refreshing. It was easy to drink. It's called Lemon Spark. And I got the, I don't know if you guys take pre-workout, but you get like the tinglies in your fingers and you get like, whoa, you get to work out. Yeah, that's what it does. And you like have an amazing workout during it. So you take this, and then during your workout, you take what is called Hydrate, and I won't show you the label, but it's in this bottle right here. And you put it in 8 ounces of water in this fancy shaker cup, new shaker cups that come out, and you drink that during your workout. It basically is a super Gatorade. It's like intense hydration, which is awesome because when you drink pre-workouts, they can tend to dehydrate you, plus you're sweating. So having the Hydrate is awesome. The next thing that you take when you get done with your workout, this is crazy. I love supplements. I'm just kind of weird like that. But when you get done, you take a recovery formula. What recovery does is it restores the muscles so you're not as sore the next day, so that you can still have an amazing workout the following day without like, oh, I can't like wash my hair, my arms are so sore, or I can't touch my toes or whatever. You won't be sore anymore if you take this 30 minutes after your workout. It's a post-exercise workout. Can't show you the label, right? It's this tub right here. You mix 2 scoops of this tub in with it, and you know what? It tastes like chocolate milk. I was like, dude, I can only have 8 ounces of this. I want like a lot more. It tastes just like chocolate milk. Everybody's frozen, so hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, there you go. It tastes like chocolate milk, and it's amazing. I kind of like want to work out just so I can drink it. And then tonight when I go to bed, I'm going to take the Recharge, which is in this container. I was showing you the label. And the Recharge is supposed to support overnight health or overnight muscle recovery, improve your adaptation to exercise, and combat exercise-inducing muscle soreness. But my husband was reading on the ingredients, which I'm not supposed to tell you, and he found an ingredient that wasn't currently in what he was using at the time. And what it does is helps you have a better sleep cycle, which is kind of interesting. So you just get a better night's sleep, and you're recovering your muscles at the same time. So that is the performance line. And then you get this fancy cup, and it counts as PV. So it can count as your Shakeology, like instead of Shakeology, you can do this alternating or whatever works for you. I'm not real sure on the exact amount of PV. Calories. I can't tell you any nutritional information on it. I can't tell you calories or what's in it or anything, or sugars or carbs. I don't even pay attention to the calories, honestly. I guess I don't really care at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say. But that's that, and I'm super excited about it because I think that that's what Beachbody was really missing in their catalog, was a performance line. So many people we know, they go to GNC and they order off bodybuilding.com, and they never ordered from Beachbody. I didn't even like EME, and I didn't like their whey protein and all that stuff. So I'm excited about this. I think it's going to be a great addition to what we have to offer. What are you guys saying? Somebody's like laughing. Boo. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. Or wait, is Kelly and Kelsey like talking together privately? Anyways, I'm just going to ignore those giggles back there and keep going. So tonight I wanted to have some people share what they learn from Super Saturday. Super Saturday is an event we hold every quarter. And like I was telling you, the next one is July 25th. And it's a great way for you to learn new things about the coaching business and great takeaways. So, Libby, who's our first person that's going to share tonight? You had a list of people.
Kelsey? Is Kelsey?
All right. Yep. Kelsey, go ahead, girlfriend.
I'm on. Okay. All right. I didn't really plan, but.
What? I told you ahead of time.
I know. And I thought about it in the shower. And so I think the biggest thing, I went to my first event and it kind of like set a light bulb off and got me motivated to get home and like start putting things into action right now. As far as this past Super Saturday, aside from, like I said, when we were in Cancun, just being surrounded and being in the atmosphere with all these other coaches who are just in the same mindset as you and just excited to learn and advance their business and help other people with what they learn. I think one of the things that I really realized from this Super Saturday is one of our speakers I loved, and then the other one, she started and I was like, oh, I feel like I've heard all this before. Like, you know, we've gone over how to post on Facebook a million times and I've been talking to my team about it. But I think I sat there and listened, and I think the biggest thing, I still could take stuff out of it, because even if I knew what she was trying to explain, maybe she was going to say it in a different way, which is a way that I could kind of explain it differently to my coaches, which someone else might like set the light bulb off for them, you know? So as you start to grow your team, I think still listening and learning, even if you think you know, something about the topic, there's still more to learn, or a different way to put it that your coaches might understand. So I think, yeah, it was good.
What was your biggest takeaway with Trina?
All 10 things she said. I didn't bring a notebook with me, and so I have my phone out and I'm typing in the notes like as fast as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So I typed all that stuff up and shared it with my team because, yeah, I liked everything she said.
Was there one particular learning point that somebody that didn't hear it that you would want to share? This is supposed to be a learning opportunity for people.
I know.
There's a lot of people that weren't there that were from all over the country.
Hold on. Girl, I can't find my notes. Oh, okay. I liked the way she, when she went to talk to people about coaching, she kind of gave 4 main points. Where is it? Okay. So yeah, she said whoever she was talking to, she would let them know kind of why she thought of them, what's in it for them, what she loves about the business and how it kind of would relate to them. And then, kind of think of whatever hangups or kind of drawbacks they might have about the opportunity and try to knock them out before they even bring them up. So I know when I'm talking to people about like the business opportunity, I think of, you've already been connecting with the person, or you just know them really well already. And so you know kind of what they're going to be nervous about, or if they're, that really hesitant person who doesn't like to do anything online and they think everything's a scam. And so you kind of know what their drawbacks are going to be. And you can kind of, first of all, just like acknowledge them and say like, maybe you felt the same way, like let them know that their fears are legitimate, and then just kind of say, well, this is what I learned and that made me feel more comfortable, or just to kind of relate and empathize with whatever they're thinking or feeling as far as the business opportunity goes.
Nice. Yeah, I took notes on those 4 things. I thought when she gave us the, why did you think of them? What is in it for them? What relates them to the opportunity, and what will their hangups be? And then she went through and like gave that conversation based on, I think it was somebody who was getting ready for their wedding. I can't even like wrap my brain around. I have it recorded. I'll post it in Epic Empire.
I know. And she said it in like 5 seconds flat, went through and just.
Yeah. And it made sense, and it didn't sound cheesy or over the top or anything like that.
Yeah.
And
and I think the biggest thing, the way she was talking, it just sounded like her and how she was talking. And I think that's the biggest thing is when you're connecting with people, just to invite them to a challenge group or to the business opportunity, or just connecting with them in general, obviously don't think of it in terms of just like, oh, I'm doing this for Beachbody. Be yourself and have a conversation. Everyone, you all know how to talk to people, and just, what's that face for?
I was taking a picture.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hold on, let me fix my hair.
Just kidding. Very cool. Thank you, Kelsey.
Sure.
All right, who's next?
Kelly.
Go Kelly. Go Kelly. So King Sisters.
I'm just sharing a takeaway.
Yes, and please be like, an actual takeaway, like you prepared. Just kidding. Kidding, Kelsey.
Well, I'm just going to share one thing. So well, actually, I'm going to share two things. The first one was she said something about you're wasting away every day you decide not to be fierce in your business. And I kind of talked to my team a little bit about this. And a lot of us are, well, okay, not a lot of us. All of us are busy in our lives. And I guess some of us are busy with kids, some are busy with work, but making excuses for when you're going to actually start your business and not just like jumping into it. So I have a lot of people who say, oh, well, I'll start when my kid goes to kindergarten, or, oh, I'll start after I have this baby, and not being like into their business. So jumping into your business and just taking control, because if you keep making excuses when your kid goes to kindergarten, you'll have a new excuse to push the business off. You say, oh, I'll start after my wedding. Well, guess what? Then you're knocked up and you're having a baby now, and you're going to start after you have the baby. And then, now I have a 1-year-old. So just being fierce with your business, like focusing on it and going all in. And she said that you don't need to have all the hours in the day. So you can do this in, I guess she said like a couple of 25 minutes a day, so maybe an hour total. But that was one of them. And the other one that I thought was good was, where is it? Talk about the vacation and not the flight. So kind of stop talking about the products and all of that, and telling them like where they will be at the end of, the 21 days or the 30 days of the challenge. She basically compared it like if you're going on vacation, nobody talks about the flight, like, oh, you're going to have wafers on the plane ride. Like, nobody cares. We care about getting to, blue water and sand and free drinks in our hand or whatever. So talking about like where they'll be at the end of the challenge, instead of talking about like how they're going to get there. Those are two things that I thought were good and something that I need to focus on more. So
that was one of my favorite takeaways, was the flight analogy. And it, like she said, it's basically if you're saying, hey, next year we're going on vacation, we're going to go to Tahiti, and we are going to lay in little bungalows and jump off into the clear blue water and swim with stingrays, and it's going to be amazing. Or you could say, hey, we're going to have a 13-hour flight. You're going to be next to a screaming kid, and you're going to barely be able to eat, and you're going to have to use the bathroom in this stinky, nasty little stall, and then we're going to be in Tahiti. And you're like, that doesn't sound very fun. And so it's the same thing when you're painting the picture for your challengers and for when you're painting the picture for your coaches. Where, when you finish 21 Day Fix, you are going to lose those 10 pounds that you want. You're going to feel so amazing. It can't be just, it's $39.95 and it costs $160 and you're going to get a bag of Shakeology and you're going to get the DVDs. No, paint the picture for them so they can see where they're going to be in 21 days. And that's kind of the analogy comparison. And same with coaching. Do you need to earn the $500 extra a month and not, well, we have a compensation plan and you get 25% off. You've got to give them those details at some point, but don't let that be your main focus when you're talking to them. Build the relationship and explain their dreams based on what they want in their life. All right, who's next?
Kadrina.
Go girl.
So this was my first event for Beachbody. And so the 5 things that I kind of wanted to share was, one thing was I needed to lead by example. I realized that sometimes you tend to ask a lot of questions about something and you want to have it just right, but you forget that if you're trying to be fierce in your business and you're not doing the things that you should be setting an example for someone else to do, it really doesn't make any sense. I also need to lead like I have the team I want and not the team I have. So therefore, instead of waiting till I get this massive downline and then try to scramble and figure out, well, this is what I want to do when I welcome, my coaches on, and this is what I want them to do, and this is what I want them to send me. I need to have that all in place now, and I can continue to build on that. The other thing is be consistent. So I kind of have my own personal excuse, and I know excuses are tools of incompetence, but for me, I am going to use it right now because I am 6 weeks away from my wedding and I'm about to lose my mind. So although we know that, we don't need to use excuses to say, well, I'll get it done. I'm doing it while I'm planning, but I also know that consistency, at least for the small things that I am doing, I need to make sure I have consistency with that. The other thing is that I realize the events that Beachbody has is kind of like on-the-job training for corporate America. So typically, you need to participate because you're going to be able to pick up the things that you need as far as tools and resources. And a lot of times for a position that you may have in the real world, as far as like a corporate 9-to-5 job, you learn on the job. You don't come in with certain skill sets all the time. So therefore, that's something that you need to take into consideration because you're definitely going to have a takeaway when you attend these events. And then lastly, this is not a hobby. It needs to be treated like a business. So got it loud and clear, going to change my mindset. And so the same way I tackle everything else that I set my mind to is the same way that I will go at the Beachbody business. So I'm excited because I am shifting my mindset, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to lead by example for the people that I'm bringing on.
Love it. That's awesome. Thank you, Katrina. Really good. All right. So Zach, this was your first Super Saturday. What was your takeaways?
A couple of them have already been said. I like the analogy, the vacation analogy as well. The other thing I really liked from her was the comment she made about don't try a cookie cutter. Just because something works for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work exactly the same way for you. Mm-hmm. So I took that as, find the things that work for the people on your team or in your upline, and apply the good things and modify them to how they can work for you.
Definitely. So did you enjoy it, your first Super Saturday event?
Yeah, it was fun. A lot of good energy.
Good. All right. So what about you, Alex? What were your takeaways with Super Saturday? Gotcha.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Takeaways from this Super Saturday. I would say that something I think that gets preached to us a lot, or that, is, just constantly, told to us, is to kind of just be ourselves and not try and be like somebody else. So I think that what I liked the most about Brigitte Linford, how do you say her name? Brigitte. Why do I say Brigitte? Is that how it's spelled?
I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. Regardless, she was saying that she used to like torture herself by looking at all the other top coaches' pages or everyone else's pages, and was almost trying to like imitate their posts, but because it wasn't, her post, it didn't sound as real as it could have otherwise. And so she was like saying how important it was to kind of be authentically you. I guess that's how they put it. And so, she also said one of the other things I really like, she said, is you don't want to be the shake lady. I love when she said that, actually. And you don't just want to walk around and then be like, oh, there's another shake lady, because I'll be so honest. And I tried to take it a little further. And when I started to think about it, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but all I keep thinking about is they're the rap people. All those, I get like 50 requests a day and tags in these raps. And so I think of them as the rap lady. And when I go on their thing, like click on their page to see who they are, it's, exactly who they are from the minute you click their page. And although it's great for people to click on our pages and know we're associated with Beachbody or we participate in Beachbody workouts, I also think that, it's beneficial that we kind of are more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just the shake lady. We're real people and we have real lives. And so I think that, I went and stalked her Facebook page a little bit, and she barely posts about Beachbody. I mean, she posts like she doesn't even really post most of her workouts, but she posts some and a little bit of Shakeology, but the rest is kind of all about her family and her. And so I guess, long story short, just be you and be comfortable being you, and who cares what all the other people think, you know?
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. I actually have Brigitta's, her speech on video, so I'm going to post that in Epic Empire so you guys can watch it. Or I could save it for a call. I don't know, because I'm scared you're not going to watch it and make you watch it on a call. It was really good. All right, who else do we have? All right, Julie, what about you, girlfriend? This was your first Super Saturday, right?
This was my first one, and I learned don't go to the bathroom right away on break time, because then they take the team picture and you're not in it.
Oh, I know, you were in the picture.
No, No, it was really good. It was fun to be there, and especially I loved the workout part of it. It's great to be there with everybody, and I'm very excited about Size coming out this summer. Honestly, that's what I'm super stoked about. Can't wait for that.
Because you're a dancer.
Because I'm a dancer. It was fun. But one of the things that stuck out was the whole shoot the squirrels, getting rid of all the distractions in time. And I know with everything I'm doing at home, how little time I have to get things done. You know, it kills me if I start scrolling through news feeds and, you know, you catch yourself doing it and you're like, pay attention. What am I supposed to be doing? So those little distractions, and then the big distractions, like Alex was saying, of comparing yourself to other people, what other coaches are doing, what other coaches are accomplishing, and just going back to really what's my purpose with doing Beachbody. What are we each trying to accomplish as a coach in our own business? And I liked that both of them mentioned not using scripts. And that's something, you know, you talk so much about we hear a lot about the 5-step invitation process, different scripts, and having these things all ready to just quickly customize. And I liked that both of them said they don't use scripts, that they really talk from the heart to each person they're dealing with. And that's something that I really like to do, because scripts are one thing, but I know myself personally, I'm a super personable person. And when I find myself really trying to focus on the sales aspect, like just sales, I lose that connection with people. And I guess I'm still successful, but I don't like the feeling of it afterwards. Like, I don't like feeling like I sold somebody something. So really being sincere and heartfelt and really engaging with each person I'm working with versus just making the sale. Those are the things, I think.
And nobody ever, well, okay, so I don't know if you've gotten those inbox messages where somebody's like, hi, Kelly. And literally all they did was change the name Kelly. They didn't actually think about who they were writing to. I got one today when somebody was asking me about Plexus. I don't even know what it is. But they were like, do you know that I'm a Beachbody coach? I think Plexus is dietary supplements. Come on, do a little bit of research. That makes me feel like you don't even care about me, because you didn't even take a second to look at my Facebook page to see what I'm about.
Yeah.
So the whole script thing, it can be a guideline to help you understand what the process is with bringing somebody to getting to know them, to getting information to them, to getting them a solution, and to follow-up steps. That's a great skeleton, but you've got to make sure that you are speaking from the heart, that you're growing in a relationship with them, that you are listening to them, and that when you offer solutions, that it actually is something that they need and want, because you want to solve their issues and their problems, not get 2 points and get commission. Because it's not going to make you feel fulfilled at the end of the day when you go to bed. It's going to make you feel icky, creepy car salesman, and you don't want that. So thank you, Julie. What else do we have? Denise, did you go to Super Saturday?
I did not make a Super Saturday on this one. I was supposed to go to DC with you all, and couldn't make the flight because my childcare fell through for Addie. But and the Wichita one, remember I was telling you, oh, bring a lawn chair. We're going to find a yard, and I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, I'll do personal development at home and do that instead of sitting outside in the middle of nowhere in a lawn chair with my cell phone trying to get something to play. It was weird. Anyway, but I will be at Summit. I'm really excited about that. And I was at Kansas City and Dallas, the 2 Super Saturdays before.
Awesome.
And they're awesome.
Danielle Katz, that's who's coming to ours. She has a new last name because she got married.
I have a picture with her. She's ginormous.
Don't tell her she's ginormous. That won't come.
She's not big. She's skinny. She's tall. She's like 7 foot tall. I'm not joking, you guys. It came to her hips. I'll show you the picture. It's hilarious. So, but no, they're a lot of fun. They're worth the investment. You come out of them feeling you're just ready to go. You're ready to make it happen, and you learn a lot. So if you haven't been to one, you have to get yourself there. You have to.
Absolutely. What about you, Libby? You were at the Okay, so let me tell you an awful story. Like, the worst. I felt so terrible. Okay, so Libby and she's my assistant. She's amazing. And I don't even, have we ever met face to face before? If we were, it was like at a Super Saturday, and it wasn't like, hi Libby, hi Jatana. It wasn't anything like that. Most of our interaction has all been on social media, and I see her in her picture with her hair down, right? And her Facebook picture, and she comes up to me at Super Saturday. She's like, Arjun, do you need anything? I'm like, this girl keeps asking me if I need things. And it wasn't until the very end that I was like, that's Libby. It's my assistant. I'm so awful. Somebody shoot me now. I couldn't apologize enough for being a big knucklehead. But when I'm running an event of 500 people, I'm literally like, and I have like 60 people coming up to me, but I'm like, hey, I follow you on Facebook, and I don't know who they are, and I'm trying to be nice and act like I know who they are, even if we've had a conversation and I don't know who they are. But Libby kept coming up to me and kept checking in with me, and she's like, I thought you just hated me or you wanted to fire me. And I don't, Libby. I love you. You're doing an amazing job. The team is benefiting so much from your posts, and you're so helpful. But I would love to hear what you learned at Super Saturday.
I think Trina was awesome. I love her. I put my foot in my mouth with her. I actually emailed her and apologized to her because I made a height reference, and I normally don't diarrhea of the mouth like that, but she had just not used to meeting other girls that are as tall as me. It just doesn't usually happen. So, and she was wearing heels, so she was rocking it out. She was in charge of her tallness. Anyway, everything she said is absolutely true. The biggest thing for me that I've experienced in my own business is about distractions, because really distractions are just another form of procrastination. I've had lots of issues with that. I'm one of those emerald personalities, got to train and prepare and create this worksheet and that worksheet and have all these systems perfectly in place until that right moment that I will do something. And what I've learned the hard way, because I've spent many hundreds of dollars on different trainings and things like that, is that that you never actually do what it is that you need to be doing, which is inviting. And Trina talked about that. Don't wait until you have everything perfectly positioned and you think you've learned everything and then go, okay, now I'm going to invite, because your business grows stale and it dies. And you have to just, do something every day, whatever it is, small, whether it be, you invite people, you call one of your coaches, you make a post here or a post there that helps your team grow and is moving your business forward, and you do what you can, and then you walk away, because I was like spending way too much time on the computer. I was bleeding it over into my family life, and, you have to have balance, and all those big coaches will tell you that you can't help everybody. You can't spend time with people that will meet you halfway and plug in with you, because you're going to get a lot of people that are free, that want to, they'll call you and talk to you and want all this stuff for you, but they are not willing to they're not even willing to sign up for a free membership. If you're not even willing to do that, you guys have to remember to just, give them a meal plan, put them in your free group, and we'll work together when you're ready. But I mean, that's one of the other things she talked about. You have to just have a good balance with your time. So I really connected with what Trina said, and, shoot your squirrels. If you haven't seen the training on interest groups, where you can create an interest group for all the people that you're forming that month, or, just I call them my focus friends, people who I really want to connect to and relate to. You need these little systems that are going to help you cut down and shoot the squirrels. Shailene talks about this a lot. I don't know if you guys follow Shailene Johnson or listen to any of her podcasts. She talks about creating systems in your business that make your life easier and cut down on the distractions. So you're working super focused and you're not, off chasing squirrels or watching cat videos on Facebook, which I find irresistible. Any little animal video of an animal doing something cute. There's a squirrel that was rubbing his little head across a bed, and I was mesmerized. I'm I'm watching a squirrel video. I have to stop. So, okay. But if you establish an interest group, or you do the Facebook groups on your phone, you don't scroll the newsfeed anymore, because all it is your groups. It's life-changing. You just go down the group, plug in, done, turn your phone notifications off, set it down, go play with your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is everybody with me on that? Does your phone ding and your kids are like, Mom, are you there? Can't do that. I put it in the other room, so I don't even hear it, because it's not more important than that.
And I'm going, Libby, where are you?
Yeah, sneak in the bathroom okay, here's your free meal plan. No, they can wait. That's the thing, is you'll feel but anyway, I think that's the biggest takeaway for me is just the distraction part, and don't be afraid to just go out there and try it and do it. And so what if you fail? She failed, what'd she say? She failed 3 times, 4 times, and she just kept getting back up and kept doing it. You just have to not be afraid to fail. So.
And I love what you said and what she said about, because we have emerald personalities here, where we like to have everything structured and everything in place and systems and all this stuff. And we spend so much energy and time building systems and spreadsheets and checklists that we didn't even send a freaking invite. And you're like, guys, building this stuff is not going to work if you're not doing the actual behaviors that build business. And that is going out and inviting people to your challenge groups and growing in relationships with people. That is the foundation of coaching, is building relationships with people. And yes, you should track. I'm not discounting that we should be tracking our behaviors and what we do. But some people get so caught up in it. I'm complete opposite end of that. I'm just hey, I'm just going to talk to people all day, and that's all I ever do. Maybe that's a benefit. I don't know. I try not to even overthink it. I just start talking to people and don't really worry about the rest of it. Let's see. Kathleen, did you get to go to one? I cannot unmute your line. There we go.
Yes, I did.
Okay, share with us.
I learned basically what you and Libby and everybody else says, is just stick with it. I have a hard time inviting, so I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of what I got out of it, is just to keep at it and do it every day.
Which one did you go to?
Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah.
That's where Trina's from, is Michigan. I don't know what part, but he's from Michigan. I think we're actually going to do a call here soon on invite training, understanding how that all works and how it can work for you and be tailored to you. I'm excited about what Trina went over, because I think it was really beneficial for me, because I didn't have the words to what I did. What I do comes so naturally to me that it's hard for me to give a 1, 2, 3, 4. And so when I heard her say some of the things she said, I'm like, oh, that's a great guideline for me to give somebody that's like, Jana, I don't understand what you tell people. Because I'm like, I don't know. I just start talking to them and I learn about them and then I tie them into what they need. But she had a really great strategy behind that. And so I'm excited to maybe build a call around just inviting. Because honestly, isn't inviting like pretty much the glue to what you do? I mean, if you're not mentioning the opportunity about coaching or about the challenge groups, then nobody knows. They're just watching you do your thing. And maybe every now and then you might have somebody trickle in and ask you. But otherwise, you have to get out there and invite people to what you're doing and bring people along on the journey that you're personally on. And you should be on that journey. And don't be afraid of that or ashamed of that or embarrassed like you're selling something to them, because you're not. You're offering, I mean, you are technically, but you're offering something that will help them. And I can't imagine one adult in this country that doesn't need health and fitness. Even somebody in a wheelchair can use Shakeology. I mean, there is no discrimination in what we offer. So what did we write? It's different when you ask people to join like a partnership. Exactly. Like you're joining a journey with you, not, hi, would you like to join my challenge group? You're going to get challenge pack and Shakeology and a program, and it costs $160 and all right, that's it. You know, here's my website. No, we don't do that. You know, we're totally starting to learn exactly what this looks like, and it's going to be tailored to you because we're all different. We all have different personalities. But anybody else that went to a Super Saturday that I'm missing? I think we have some new people in the call. Like, who's Andrea? Is it Ren? Ren didn't get to go. Kelly, is this the new coach Kelly Morgan? Can't see your face. Is this Kelly Morgan? Is it? Did she just say yes? You said yes. Okay, so Kelly, we're so excited to have you on the team. She was in Mrs. Virginia with me. She's a super sweetheart, amazing. Not only that, but she's gonna be like our go-to girl because she's like super knowledgeable in health and fitness and nutrition, because that is what she does. That has her doctorate in it. And so I'm imagining she's going to be an incredible asset to the team with a wealth of knowledge that we can be like, hey, our challenger is asking me this and I have no clue what she's talking about. Kelly would be a great asset to the team. So we're so excited to have you on the team with me. And I'm so honored and blessed that we met each other with Mrs. Virginia. See, I got out of my comfort zone. I went and did something crazy. I can't believe I won, but whatever. But I met so many amazing people, and I think we're signing another beauty queen tomorrow. So kind of cool. Go out and do crazy things, and you meet some amazing people and grow your business and grow relationships and everything. So is there anybody else? Because we are going on 9:48, and I know everybody's tired and has to get up and work out at 5 a.m. tomorrow, right? Just kidding. I don't work out at 5 a.m. I work out at nap time. But so that wraps up our call. We have Super Saturday, July 25th. Make sure you save the date. I will post the trainings that we had for DC. If you guys were at a Super Saturday that was different and you have trainings, feel free to post that as well. So love you guys. Have a great night.